afternoon. Fire away.
When you have a defense like theirs that doesn't blitz a lot, but they're still able to get some pressure, what kind of challenges does just a four-man rush present for offensive linemen, and what are some of the things that are unique about how they approach rushing the passer?
The Seahawks defensive line is definitely the strong group of their team, right? They're relying on their D-line to get after the quarterback, and they can do it without pressure. They do a really good job of just executing their stunts. I think when you want to run the games and the stunts, you got to have guys who can really pry it open. And they got big guys inside who can really play fast off the ball, really penetrate and open it up for guys to, create havoc up the middle of the pocket. So we just have to be aware of where they're aligned. We got to be aware, and we got to finish. That's the main thing. Like, it's not going to be anything that we haven't seen before. We just have to be on it. We have to be able to communicate, and we have to be able to just strain to finish.
When it comes to Sam Darnold and some of the things you saw from him last year when he has time to operate, what do you see from him as a pocket passer?
Sam has done a great job this year of hitting his targets. A very explosive offense, one and foremost because he's able to deliver the football at all three levels of the football field. Right, does a really nice job of throwing the ball deep. JSN did a really nice job making plays on the football as well. So, and they protect it well. So he's done a good job of spreading the ball around, making good decisions with the football, and that's why he's been having a really good year.
That might have been in college, so he might not have been around here much. Do you have any memories of him, and what do you like about, or what do you respect about what he's done with that offense?
Yeah, Clinton's done a nice job. All the places he's been, starting in Minnesota, then on to New Orleans. Like, he's done a really nice job of when it comes to just implementing that scheme. Right, he's very. He has the history of the scheme. He's evolved it, and to make it fit to each place he's went to, he made it fit the players that he has. But you could tell just the genesis of the scheme where they're running off the ball, outside zone. They do a really nice job. The O-line does a nice job. The backs are doing a nice job of staying on track, right? And the one thing I would say is the way he marries up his play-action pass game is really tough to defend. So he's done a really nice job there, and he always has those outliers. So he has some good scheme plays as well each week. It doesn't look exactly the same each week, so he does a really nice job of game planning for who he's going against.
You talk a lot about the eyes being really important with the way they run and what they do with play actions that make this even more important this week.
This is a huge eye game for us, whether it's the eye discipline starting in the pass coverage, right, making sure we're exactly where we're supposed to be, and also in the run game. They do a really nice job making it look the same. So our second level defenders, safeties, nickels, linebackers, they have to do a really nice job of really keying and diagnosing the plays. That's understanding what they're getting, understanding formations and setups so they can play fast, right? And then at the end of the day, whatever happens, you make the right decision and you got to go make the play. And that's been my message to our guys this week. Like, even if you know where they're going, you got to be able to make the play. And that's what this game is going to be about. Two good teams, competing, really good environment that we're going into, and it's going to be about which team makes the most plays.
From an offensive standpoint, C.J. Stroud and the guys, they got into a rhythm. How much do you feel like that's something that can carry over regardless of the week off?
Each week starts over for me. It's about how you prepare for the given week, right? Whatever has happened in the past, it really doesn't matter. Like, how are you preparing this week? How are you executing this week? Like, that's the only thing that matters. If you continue to execute well, we'll be in a good spot to make some plays.
Just expand on that, then. C.J., the way he's playing, what are you seeing from him, the way he's playing?
CJ's doing a nice job just being decisive, taking what's there, getting the ball out to a lot of different guys, making really good decisions. That's what is allowing him to play well for us.
What are some of the benefits of – I see a lot with you guys on defense, some guys around the league where you're kind of reading the routes, either reading the routes versus necessarily watching the quarterback so then they can pass things off and things of that nature. What are just some of the benefits of that, and how much does that stress communication?
For us defensively, it's all about communication. No matter what coverage we're running, it'll be about guys being on the same page, all 7 guys in the back end. When we're on the same page and guys understand how each other are playing and we're able to play off of each other, like, it's going to be tough to complete the football on us. So I'm pleased with where our guys are in their communication. They've grown. They've done a really nice job, and we have to go do it on Monday night.
You can go first.
As head coach, you've had 2 late bye weeks. This one being early. Was there something you were able to do that you weren't really able to do so late in the season, like your first 2 years, and how it was different?
This bye week has been the same for us. We came in, we got a couple days of work in, and we let the guys just, get out of here just to recharge, reset. So it's nothing different. It's just a matter of now when you have a bye week, every team has to fight this. Having a bye week is how do you get back into football, right? Making calls, right? Throwing and catching the football, tackling, those fundamental things of football that you miss for a few days. It's like how quickly can you get back to that and execute that on game day?
You talked about how hard of a worker Xavier Hutchinson is. At what point, maybe this offseason, did you, or early in the regular season, did you think he might be able to step up in an increased role that y'all needed him for?
Hutch has done a great job. It was all off-season, just watching the way he worked, especially in training camp, watching him make play after play in training camp. He just proved and he showed that confidence in camp, and he showed that he was deserving of more opportunities, and he's the same guy he's always been. He's just did a really nice job of just continuing to develop and evolve as a player, and that's what you expect from young players. You expect to see the growth, and Hutch is definitely representing what it looks like to be a pro, growing in year 3. That's what it looks like.
Byron Murphy's been one of the more productive guys out the inside getting to the quarterback. What do you see from him?
Byron's a really great player. I really like Byron coming out of Texas. He's a really, stout player, but not just stout, big defensive tackle, right? He plays with explosiveness and quickness. I think that's what makes him a really good player. He runs sideline to sideline, so he's not just a one-trick player. Like, he can stop the run. He can be effective in the passing game as well. He does a good job executing the stunts. Him and Leonard Williams on the inside, they do a really good job playing off of each other. So there's no downs off with either one of those guys. We got to work. We know they're great players, and we got to outwork them.
What are the challenges of guarding a target-dominant player like Jackson Smith-Njigba when you don't want to pay too much focus to him, where it's taking putting the rest of the defense in vulnerable positions, but you want to pay the proper focus to him because of what he's done so far this season?
Yeah, whoever we play, it's about us playing our defense, right? They have great players on their offense. Like, we got to be able to account for everyone. So we'll play our defense the right way. Everybody be on the same page, communicate well, go make plays on the football when the ball is up in the air.
Coach, how much did you see your team come together as a cohesive unit after they went through that 0-3 start, coming through that adversity? How much did you see them start to bond together?
It's, to me, we lost some games. We lost some tough games. It wasn't a big meeting or guys having to do something different to come together. Honestly, we needed to finish better, right? And that's what it looked like. It's just guys executing better, finishing better, protecting the football better, taking the football. It's just the fundamentals of football, right? That's what allows you to be on the winning side of games. And when we do those things well, like, we have a better chance of winning the games. When you do things that it's losing football, when you're not protecting the ball, right? When you're giving up explosives, or you're not communicating in the back end, and you're giving up, uncontested catches. Like, those are the things that get you beat. So when we just buckled down and did the things that we're supposed to do, that put us in position to have a chance to actually, win the football game. Now, you still have to go out and finish, and it'll be the same thing this week. We got to play clean football against a really good opponent, they're coached really well. I can't say enough about this team and how well coached they are. I think Mike has done a really great job with them from, the offensive side, Kubiak, what he's done, Mike with the defense. Those guys are playing outstanding. And then nobody's talked about this a lot, but their special teams unit is the best special teams unit, in the NFL. Guys flying around on their coverage units. They're playing physical. They're flying around. In the return game, they're explosive. They're getting the ball out to midfield, got a ton of yards on return. So we're going to have, our hands full, not just offensively or defensively, special team as well. It's going to be a really fun game, and we're excited to go up against these guys. All right, thank you.
Thank you.